Howdy, boys and girls. We're back again. Podcast number
I think it's 23.
And we have some great guests today. So I'll let Brad introduce.
We got the 2T boys here, 2T Outdoor boys here. We got Corey Week and Michael Rager.
Not the Rager?
Not the
I
Rager.
could have swore just a minute ago he was saying he was a Rager. But
How do you think you got that cast on his hand, man?
Exactly.
Raging,
Masturbation.
Hey, exactly.
You know,
Throw it out somehow, man.
You fell off your bunk bed. I've done it before.
Right.
Anyway, we got a pretty good talk today. These guys, they've been doing some elk hunting.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to turn it over to you.
Well, let's let them talk about your guys' company for like the first thing. Just
I mean,
How'd you guys get started?
we just, honest to God, when I moved over from from Oregon to Idaho, started doing some volunteer work for some, first responders, vets, things of that nature, getting the kids out. I just had a decoy trailer full and a go-getter attitude, and it's like, let's get out there and meet some people. Me and the wife, we moved here and we didn't know anybody, so that was kind of the immediate outlet for me, was jump on 208 Hunters or the 208 Waterfowl page on Facebook and start fishing for friends, basically. So that's how it all kind of came about. And then just as time went on, just kind of lost time with work and other things, and let that kind of fade out. And I just found some more boys that were, actually a few carryovers kind of from that volunteer work. And we just kind of put together a group of guys that were serious about hunting. Found Michael some of his footage that he was shooting on Instagram already. And it was just kind of happened organically. And ever since then, man, it's just been shooting geese and drinking beers.
But you guys have awesome video.
Michael does a damn good job.
So if you guys haven't seen it, you need to follow him. We'll put his hashtag or whatever they call that.
The handle.
And
Yeah,
you're
there you go.
mostly on Instagram, right?
Yeah. We do have a Facebook and some
it's
YouTube. We do
2T Outdoors.
Mhm.
Perfect.
The YouTube's coming along, man.
We'll start having some videos, hopefully within the future, honestly.
So definitely check these guys out on Insta, YouTube soon.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be looking pretty good, and we decided that we were going to get together. We did a shoot, a month and a half, 2 months ago, something like that. These boys did a bunch of videography and photography, and we'll get some of that posted at some point on our YouTube channel when it's not hunting season. Sorry. But and then we decided we'll do a little collab and bring them on the podcast and see how it goes.
Heck yeah.
Glad to have you.
And
Turns out we're all like-minded and we all enjoy doing the same thing, drinking beer and shooting shit.
Oh yeah, that's the beauty of a small town too, man. I dig it. Everybody's like-minded. Everybody's good people. And it's a good spot to be out.
we
here
try to
with
be,
us.
right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like Brett said, though, you guys went on an elk hunt, so I'm kind of interested.
I'm excited.
What happened? I mean,
I want to hear the
I know
story.
the people watching this are going to want to know what happened on your trip, because people love hunting stories, right?
Right, absolutely.
You watch podcasts, like you want to hear about a story, so let's hear your guys' story.
Without a doubt, yeah. First day we got up and we headed up north. Got up there. Tommy had to stay back for a little bit. I think he had a football game or something with his kids, soccer game with his kiddos. And so me and Mike went up, took the dirt bikes. They had a non-motorized rule up there, so we got to ride in and camp. And the week before, I got on a couple bulls with Tommy up in this canyon, and we're fighting access with an outfitter up there. And anyways, me and Michael rode in there on dirt bikes and set up camp and froze our asses off.
Oh, yeah. Lost my pad on the right end.
Lost his sleeping
Oh,
pad
I got
on
to
the
sleep
right
on the
end.
cold, hard ground, you know.
yeah.
But hey,
That's the
made it
adventure,
happen.
right?
Made it happen
a
under the
little
stars.
different.
A lot
It's
different.
a
A
little
lot
different climate up there, right?
Oh,
Compared to
way
here.
different.
Because
Soon
I
as
mean,
that sun
you
goes behind
figure
the
even the
mountains,
week
man.
we were talking, I mean, it was 90 degrees here, but
Yeah.
when you went up there, what was it?
I would say at night it's probably 30,
Yep.
28, 30.
With the dew dropping, so
Oh,
you got
yeah.
a nice cold layer on top of a wetness, and then the mornings were what, maybe 50, 50, and then
Yeah.
get up to 67 tops.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to complain. I'm a tradesman. You're
Yeah.
outside in the heat all
Sure.
summer, and you're going to bitch about
You're-
that.
yeah.
Then you got like 5 weeks of decent weather, and then you're going to bitch about the cold. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll take what we can get. But yeah, I rode up there, froze our asses off in the middle of the night, and then
First morning was
first
cool.
was badass. Yeah, we hiked probably, I don't know, 400 or 500 yards up the
If
road,
that, yeah.
up the trail. I mean, and immediately got on a bull. I mean, he was up there tearing shit up left and right, bugling, screaming. He had there was a big old slide down the hill that was probably, I don't know, 70, 80 yards wide, and the cows were hanging out right in the slide. So it's like, if we took any step, any direction, we were
right
going to
there.
get spotted. And of course, he's standing just inside the timber line, and they're probably 100 yards up
If
there.
that, yeah.
And so we sat there and barked at him, and he just wasn't having it. I mean, he already had a pretty good group of cows. I don't
Right.
think he was looking for a fight. He was looking to push them out of there. So yeah, they up and got out of there pretty quick. But hell, we chased 4 or 5 bugles.
Well, right
in
after
that
we
one
got done with
canyon.
him, you like turn around and that was bugling right down there. We're like, well, let's go after him.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, we got burned all of our water that previous night making dinner. So we stopped at the creek and filled up, and yeah, we chased bugles until 2 o'clock in the afternoon that day, and didn't have a very close encounter other than that first one. They just seems like you push bulls, and this is one thing that Tommy taught me. I'm not sure if he wants me talking about this, but I'm gonna say. Anyways, so
No one knows who Tommy is, so
Oh,
you're good.
good enough. Yeah. So his belief on chasing elk is just dog the bull, essentially. You're never gonna outrun a bull, obviously, but eventually he's gonna turn and fight, right? So typically the ones that are gonna be quiet are the ones that are the smaller bulls, satellites, things of that nature. You're gonna weed it out pretty quick. And I mean, Michael was there. He saw it. There was multiple times we were sprinting at bulls.
Oh, yeah.
Like dead sprint.
He's like,
I'm
"We're
holding
going."
bino harness, pack cinched up as tight
Oh,
as
yeah.
you can go. Mike's holding his camera.
I'm just running
And
just
it's-
behind him.
Yeah, it's as fast as you can go. And I never really hunted like that because a lot of, I'm not a big elk hunter. This was my first time really doing it. So a lot of, your YouTube channels and stuff kind of depict, setting up your shooter, sitting back, calling the bull into you,
Sure.
and all that. But
It's more realistic, though.
yeah,
You watch these videos on YouTube, and you look at it and you're like, it's that easy.
Yeah,
Right.
no.
In all reality, I mean, you guys lived it. It's not.
oh no, we were doing 10 miles a day.
Yeah,
chasing
easily.
these things.
Easily
Oh,
10
yeah.
hours. Yeah. 10,
And
10, yeah.
but yeah, Tommy was just kind of pushing that mindset, and next thing you know, it's just kind of one of those things. It's like as soon as we heard a bugle, it was interesting too, because one thing that Tommy was also kind of expressing was typically when you're out and you're looking for that bugle or whatever, and you want to determine whether it's a guy in a high pressure zone or whatever. He goes, 99% of guys are going to bugle immediately back at your locate bugle. He goes, once you hear a bugle, best bet, just chill out on the bugle for a bit, work in, another 250 yards, rip off another locate, narrow down his location, and then basically just start charging him. And that's kind of the mentality we went in with. And I'll tell you what, man, if you're not a track star, it's hard work. And I'll tell you what.
Especially on the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy Sessions, that dude is an animal. He's a freaking mountain.
2K elevation like that.
Oh, yeah.
He literally told me with less than a mile we did 2K. And I'm like, no way. That's why I'm dying. That is why I'm breathing, huffing, puffing. And it's like, oh, okay.
Mike snaps a picture of me sitting down, hat off, hair all crazy, sweating my ass off. I got a bead of sweat rolling off my nose, and Tommy's standing up on top of the mountain,
Let's go. Next one.
glassing. Yeah, that dude's an animal.
He's
but-
prepared for that
Dude,
shit.
he
Oh,
trained
absolutely.
for it.
Yeah.
For it.
yeah.
Well, when you're a dedicated
Oh, yeah.
hunter of any kind, doesn't matter what species,
Yeah.
you're out and about, you dedicate your time
yeah.
and your life to that,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
you're probably in just as good a shape as
Oh, yeah.
half the track stars are gonna
You're
be
not
running
wrong.
around, right?
You're not wrong.
And even those guys, you know, you figure they're running down sea level or whatever, right? You know, some of them will do like elevation mass or live in an elevated place.
Right.
But even then, you put them on the mountainside, half these guys that are out doing it will outdo people that are trained for it. You know what I mean? Like, it's impressive to see people that are devoted to what they do and going out and doing it, and then see like some people, I mean, even really, really good shape, or you figure you're going to get in shape for it or whatever.
Right.
And you're never ready for it. You're never ready for what you're up against, no matter what you do,
Sure,
right?
I was putting mile-long runs every morning thinking I was going to get in shape. No.
Right,
I was
right.
beat and torn and bruised.
You know what the
and-
crazy thing is, though?
It was crazy.
When you go hunting, you're focused on your objective, right? You're out there to shoot an elk or a deer or whatever. So if there's a big mountain or a big hill, it doesn't bother you as if you were trained to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you'd be surprised, you know, my fat ass goes out there and I'll walk whatever, and it doesn't bother me at all, because the only thing on my mind is maybe when I come up over this hill, there's a deer there, or there's an elk there, or whatever it is,
Right.
you know? So it's kind of amazing what people can do when you're
Motivation.
focused. Yeah, you're focused on something, so you don't have to be fully in shape like some of these guys do, where they go balls out all fucking summer long, right? So I think that's pretty cool, and that's basically what you guys did. I mean,
That's what drug us through it, I think. Yeah,
because at the end of the day, you thought, you know, maybe when I come up over this ridge or whatever, there's an elk there.
Right.
So
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say that drug us through
Especially
most
when
of
you hear
it.
a bugle, you're like,
Oh, yeah.
go. We gotta get that.
Yeah, it got tough because we were there. We got up there Friday night.
Friday night, yeah, and we hit it right after that. We literally stopped it, go loaded the bikes, and we went at it. You're like, let's go. Let's go to camp.
I think we got to camp at like 10:30 that night.
Yeah.
But man, by Wednesday it was. We had a couple close encounters. I think Tuesday it was. We dropped into this big old bowl. Oh yeah. And real heavy timber, thick deadfall. Man, it was just you're doing hurdles the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and, I mean that's part of elk hunting. So.
Oh yeah.
It was a lot like if you were hunting Jurassic Park. Super heavy down a deadfall, super thick underbrush. Everything was wet. We got held much.
just no dinosaurs.
Right.
No
It
dinosaurs.
sounded like it though, man. I'll tell you what.
Those bugles were
Wild.
wild.
But yeah, we woke up that morning, ice on the sleeping bags. It was
I won't
frosty.
lie, I slept in the truck that night. I took the truck that night.
I couldn't do it, dude. I just rolled out my sleeping bag right next to the front tire and just crashed right there. But
Hit from the wind.
oh yeah, dude, windier in hell too. But yeah, dumped down on this bull, and immediately Tommy starts running, and he's like, "We gotta go."
He looks at me, stick on us, and go. And I'm like holding the camera, just, all right, we're going.
Yeah, ripping through the brush, and of course we get into the bottom of the canyon. The wind is just god awful.
Switches
And
every time.
He's still coming in. Tommy separates himself from me and Michael, and he starts calling. And I mean, it was in your face, screaming at 30 yards, and you still couldn't even see him. And he finally stepped up. The angle I was at, I could see from kind of his bottom jaw up to the top of his antlers, and then just his spine. And there was one good window I could kind of see the front of his chest in. And he just needed that, everybody says it, one more step, right?
Yep.
And that's exactly what it was. I had him at, I think it was 19 and a half yards is what I ranged him at. And Michael was pinned down behind a tree. He couldn't quite get a very good angle on it, too.
Literally, you see a glimpse of his nose and his chest, and then nose up, and the other way he goes. It's like, no.
Yeah, it happened real quick. But in the video, you can kind of see between the trees. I mean, his back split was probably 22, 24 inches.
Dang,
he was
big.
a wall hanger,
He was a
man.
big boy.
I remember just looking at Michael like, oh my God.
He like just,
Yeah. I
right
mean,
as he took off.
a little bit of defeat and a little bit of gratitude, just because, dude, you would have needed a helicopter to get that thing out. Oh, dude, we
And
would have
where
been
we
there
were,
for
and
3
where
days
we were,
dragging that thing out.
that deadfall,
Right.
we would have been
Oh,
tandem
man.
going the whole, yeah.
Oh yeah, I met a old boy actually up in Fairfield a few years ago. I drew that tag up there, an archery tag, and I sat down at the bar and got a burger one night, and that old boy was down there, and we got to bullshitting, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I got this badass spot, if you're looking for a nice buck, but I call that area frying pan." I was like, "Why do you call it frying pan?" He's like, "Dude, because you don't need game bags, just eat it there and walk out." He's like, "You're not gonna want to pack it." So
That probably was that area.
that was a frying
Yeah, it was
pan
a frying
bowl
pan.
for
Right,
sure,
right.
but.
We put another like 8 miles after that bowl.
Yeah.
Up out of the deadfall, up on top of the ridge.
Ate lunch, turned around,
Ate
walked
lunch.
halfway down the ridge to see if he'd spark off again. Didn't hear a word from him. So we turned around and Tommy's like, well, best way either through the deadfall or we go up to the top of that ridge, 1,800 feet up. We bomb across it and rip down. Like,
We did the
okay.
1,800 feet.
You're like,
found
get
that
fucked.
random bear
We're going
stand.
through the deadfall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Found that abandoned bear stand.
Oh, yeah.
With bear bait.
Still had a bear bait on
sitting
it.
there.
When are you supposed to get the bear baits out? That's what I was wondering. Because
I don't know exactly. I know blinds for like antelope and stuff. It's only 7 days out.
So yeah, it definitely had been there for a while. Because
He
Yeah.
probably died on the way back down from the stand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
the
like,
stand looks sketchy.
sounds like you
Stand
guys
looks
took
sketchy.
quite the trek up there.
Oh, we
It
did.
was
And then we
a
heard a
jaunt.
random bugle, and we played off that one
Yeah.
and dropped back down into the deadfall
yeah.
and didn't hear nothing. He went silent on us.
Silent.
He went silent, just nothing.
Yeah, Tommy just kind of was like, well, we didn't want that one anyways. We just keep going. It's like, okay, cool. But
Back to the trail.
back to the trail, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good week. And then by Wednesday, the bugles kind of fell off. We weren't finding anything first thing in the morning. Nothing was really talking back. We tried kind of hunting some lower ground,
Yeah.
kind of in that 8,000 foot range. Try to, everybody else is up super high.
Yeah.
And so we stayed, 3 miles from ag probably.
Yeah.
And hunted that really hard, had some good responses, but I mean, you're just kind of getting the passing bulls that are pushing their cows back up in the hills after feeding all night. I mean, they got alfalfa for miles down there. So,
Sure.
yeah, we got one bugle right off the bat and we chased him 3.5 miles.
Yeah.
And he finally capped over the top of this ridge, pushed all of his cows out, and we just ended up backing out and cutting our losses. And
Right.
got back to camp a little early, hung out at camp, took a good nap in the old camper finally, better than sleeping on the ground. So that evening we got out and hunted hard, no responses, in again some thick deadfall. And but we kind of, the route that Tommy took us up there, he'd been hunting there for 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah.
The route he took us was really nice, but I mean, it was just a crown in the hillside, and then it rolled into just thick deadfall again. Right where the elk want to be, right in the shithole.
Always.
So we got all the way up to the top, no responses, nothing, and we started kind of working our way down, and got a bugle. I don't know, 800 yards from the truck.
Yeah.
It always works out
It
that
does.
way, right?
It does. And we're
Always
calling
works out
to
that
go
way.
back. We're like, we're going to go back. And literally,
Yeah,
he bugles
bugled
back.
off, and he just was sitting on, I mean, just the flattest bench I've ever seen in there.
Yep.
There was like 8 logs on the ground, and somehow on his way in, this bull just stepped up to this log that was laying on the ground. I mean, 8 inches around, not even elevated, and he just decides that he wants to not continue straight on his path, but to turn and take a 75-yard arc around us instead of stepping over that
It's like
log.
you knew you were there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
It was weird. That was the only way to sprint after. But
Yeah.
to drop down the hill, drop elevation, cross the creek, and
Sprinted up the
Oh,
hill. Yeah, I
dude,
got
that
up there. I'm
was rough.
freaking gassed. Tommy's already bugling.
like,
and it's
"We
like, I don't
gotta
know how
go."
you're even breathing.
he's still going, go. Like,
Yeah.
we're like, oh, 1 second. He's like, you ain't got 1 second.
Yep. But while me and Mike were standing there, I had already ranged out a nice area to check for distances and shit and all my shooting lanes and things of that nature. And of course, he just abandoned any potential plan that I had. Right.
Sure.
And he comes on a freaking rope.
Comes fast, too. Like,
Yep, stomping right
Stomping.
through the trees, and kind of the route he was taking, I ended up ranging the tree that he was going to be standing next to. We had him at 8 yards,
Oh, man.
and he just decided to
veered up.
skirt
And he
around.
didn't even run. He just trotted off.
Yeah, we had good wind. I don't know, just elk things. I guess that's the only thing you could really chalk it up to.
Tommy said he just didn't see a bowl or something. So he's like, that's not right. And took off another direction.
You know, the craziest thing I figured out about elk this year is their intuition is amazing.
Oh, phenomenal. Honestly.
And I don't know what it is, evolution, you call it whatever you want to be, like your elk things, right? Mm-hmm. But I got in on a small spot, or a large spike this year, and there's no way he could have winded me. There's no way he could have seen me. I spent 2.5 hours on my hands and knees with my bow, getting in on this spike, and I hooked where he was looking when I was there. I hooked all the way around probably 75, 80 yards, and when I first took a little peek through the sagebrush, he's staring at me. And I'm like, how?
Yep. That checks out, man.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, there's no way, right? And he just happened to be, and then as soon as I peek, he never broke that spot ever again. And then wound up barking at me. And I was like, okay, it's go time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Took a shot, misranged him. And luckily it was a clean miss, but it's the weirdest little elk things that you're talking about, that their intuition is so tuned in, man. It's so crazy. But think about it, like if you're running from predators all the time,
Yeah, that's all you know.
you're going to be tuned in.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
From the time you're
Eat,
born.
sleep, drink, and stay alive.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Stay
it's
alive.
like,
That's why they love that deadfall.
And that's why they get big.
Oh, dude, that too. That's why the big ones live.
I don't care how sneaky you are, dude. You're not
dude,
creeping
no.
through deadfall.
No.
You're not doing it.
No.
Yeah.
That's what I also learned from Tommy. You're trying to sound like an elk. Don't be super sneaky. Break those sticks. Slap something around real quick.
See, and I've heard that before too. When
Act
you
like
get
you're
in
an elk.
close, run at them,
Yep.
because then they think you're an elk crashing through
charging.
the brush,
Yep.
and they want to look and see what's coming through the brush,
Yep. Right.
and then you'll get that split second draw.
Yep.
You know, range draw,
Learned a
make a
lot,
shot.
honestly. Learned a lot.
Shout out to Tommy Sessions. I keep saying just Tommy, but yeah, Tommy Sessions. Give him a follow on Instagram. Super solid dude, super
Honestly.
knowledgeable guy. Yeah, hit him up, look him up, check out his stuff.
He kills bulls.
Yeah. But
Clearly works for him.
Dude, yeah.
after seeing what I saw with him, I mean, I would be willing to bet that the guys that are not sitting back and calling and, you know, they're actually avidly pursuing going in on bulls. I think that, I mean, granted, we saw a lot of bulls, but not maybe enough to build the statistics off of. But I would say that you're going to push 80 to 90% of the smaller bulls away because we didn't call in.
No.
I never even saw a small bull.
No.
Right.
It was all big boys.
I mean, granted, I didn't shoot a monster by any means, but I mean, still pretty decent bull, you
It was
know.
a monster when I saw it.
But I mean, the ones that we saw, man, the ones that needed one step, the ones that decided to skirt around a log, I mean, all super high quality bulls.
Oh,
sure.
And
Oh,
yeah, I think there's something to that tactic. You're just pushing the satellites out, pushing out the small bulls, the spikes, and
Getting on with that
you're
big
working
one.
herd bulls is
Yep.
what it really seemed like. It was a very cool tactic to see, and I actually applied it last weekend. We went up north. My buddy had a tag up there. He still hasn't shot a bull with his bow, and I mean, applied the same exact tactic. Nick I had that boy gasping for air, man.
Oh, I bet. I was gasping forever every day with Tommy and you. I was like, all right.
I was going our
catch
pace.
up.
I was going our pace though, dude.
Oh,
Nick's
man.
winded.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, I was about to tie a head lead on that guy. But yeah, I mean, immediately first day, 7 o'clock, I had him on a bull.
Oh, jeez.
Of just applying that same tactic that Tommy
Right.
was teaching
Push the
us.
bull,
Yeah,
push the
and another thing that I kind of learned too is like, you know, everybody says, you know, first year burns, second year burns, you're looking not great for just habitat. You know, it's not conducive of finding bulls really. And that burn we were in was 1 year burn, completely scorched earth, not a green plant on the ground anywhere, and those elk were bedding in it all day, laying right in the middle of the sun, laying out in that burn. And we jumped a few, and yeah, I mean, I don't know how you'd set up in a burn, but we didn't have a choice.
Sure.
You know, we're hiding behind scorched out logs that are laying flat on the ground. I had Nick at one point damn near laying horizontal just to be out of line of sight. And yeah, that was a wild experience. Don't sleep on 1 year burns apparently. So yeah, that was pretty informative as well. So,
Right.
But yeah, again, shout out Tommy, man. That guy,
He knows, yeah.
that's who you guys
He knows
should try
good.
to get on here. I'm gonna
Dude.
invite him out. We'll do some goose hunting this year. We'll have Bill out at some point. Dude, we just hammer out a podcast just like this with those boys.
They would do it, Tom.
You know what'd be great is doing one in the blind.
That would be
Absolutely.
cool, too, honestly.
Yeah.
Always.
Sick.
That'd be
Hell
cool.
yeah. Just put the two A-frame blinds together.
Dude. Oh, yeah.
We always talk about doing one in a blind or out in the field. You know,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
different than what you get in this, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
Everyone does
Whole different
shit like
aspect.
this, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Imagine if a bird comes in, too, while you're mid
Yeah, hold on.
Take
And then we'll just tell everyone, yeah, that's down. Good
Right.
shot.
Oh, yeah.
Dog rips through the blind, tips over the camera.
Yeah.
That would definitely check out. We're a bit of a shit show.
Oh, yeah.
That's
all right,
okay.
though. That's what makes it fun, right?
Oh,
Here's the thing about that, because we've learned the same thing that you guys have surely learned. Doing this being so new and young into it, right? There's a lot of things that you screw up.
Oh yeah.
Nice
Oh, yeah.
thing about being as young as we are and doing what we do is we could screw it up for a few years and still figure it out and make it work.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? But by the
Absolutely.
time we get in our 40s, you know, we're gonna be pretty dialed.
I hope
Oh,
so.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
hoping so.
I mean, that's the whole point
We're
that
damn
Zach
close,
and I talk about,
you know?
right?
Oh yeah.
So it's just one of those things. I mean, what do you like to do?
Mm-hmm.
What do you pursue?
Yep.
And how are you going to go about it and learn from it?
Oh yeah.
So I think this for us, like doing the podcast, you know, now we're at 23. I mean, we've only been doing the podcast for under 2 years.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And we've got 23. Now there's some of them that are probably a little questionable.
Whatever.
But we could still screw them up for 10 years and still be good at it, you know?
Well, hell, it's on YouTube, so now you can commemorate all your screw ups for
Exactly.
several years to come.
Exactly.
That's where my GoPro videos from younger duck hunting.
them,
So,
though,
dude.
oh, I look back like, oh my,
there you
yeah.
go.
How did
yeah.
I kill birds back then?
Right.
Who duck calls like that? Oh my, yeah.
I
okay.
love every single one of them. Everything
Perfect.
that we do, everything we've done, everything that we will do, everything's just a lot of fun. And if you're having fun doing,
Oh, yeah.
you're never going to
Cool.
work a day in your life, right?
If you
That's
guys
what
are
they
talking
say.
about duck calling too, if you need a whistle guy,
Dialed in.
we're
Oh, the whistle guy.
you know, we can just sit there and just whistle. You know, it's perfect.
I'm telling you right now, if you get Slayer, do a little shout out to them too.
Do a big shout out to them. Give them
Slayer calls. Thank you very much. You guys are extremely generous.
Honestly.
Great company. Have
Pretty
been
much.
nothing but awesome to us, and
helped us out
we,
a
we,
lot, too.
we can't thank you enough. Bill, Lisa, Tommy, you guys are phenomenal, and we can't thank you enough. But
Oh, yeah.
what I was gonna say was, you guys got to get a double read from
Yeah?
Slayer. Oh yeah, solid calls, and if you don't like the tuning on them, just let Tommy can help you guys get them all tuned
Sure.
in.
We got
Sure.
some competition though.
I know. I gotta stop you on that right now.
What you
'cause
got?
One of our guys that we've become really good friends with over the last year or so. He is a Carlton guy,
Oh, okay.
and he is actually, I don't know if world champion's the right word, but he's a champion elk caller. He's
yeah. Oh, yeah.
been with Carlton since Carlton started, kind of a deal, or way back when. Daryl Ponch Nunez. We are sitting with the Slayer guys, and we've been wanting to get you on the podcast as well.
To be real, I have a Phelps, so
Fair enough.
I don't knock it, man.
If it works,
Exactly.
yeah, it's.
I don't knock it.
I couldn't blow
I'd
a call
love to
save
try
my life,
this.
to tell
Hey.
you the truth.
I don't elk call. I'm a duck caller, so I leave the elk calling to him and Tommy. Those guys
Right.
are
and I'm
ripping
not
it.
good. But
hey,
we got her
it
done.
bugles.
Yeah.
It got bugles.
we have duck calls. Let's hear it.
Oh god.
rip on, man.
I'm just kidding. I'm
Give me a duck. I'll duck call.
Should have brought the YOLO. Lisa was just texting me saying she
Oh, man.
wanted a YOLO.
I love the
ad.
dew bar. The dew bar is my favorite. I love ripping on that dew bar.
That'd have been a good one too.
Oh,
Yep.
Good
I
setup
love
and
ripping on a
everything.
duck call. Goose calling, I leave it to everyone else. Now duck calling, I love to duck call.
Dude, it's not even getting the calls in your hand. It's getting the camera out of your hand.
That is
Right.
true.
We've
I
got-
love the
We've
camera.
got geese feet down at 15
I'm like,
yards,
I
and I'm
got
like,
this.
Mike,
Nope.
give me that,
Nope.
and here's the gun. Please
Yep.
shoot.
And the one time I did shoot, I hit every shot. I was-
Exactly.
But that's what it
Exactly.
comes down
We
to,
limited
right?
out and we
You're
were ahead of
trying to
there.
get footage,
Oh yeah.
and you have to kind of, which we learned, right? You have
Right.
to make that 1st.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it means passing up on a deer or passing up on geese coming in,
Right.
you have to do it if you want.
Devoted.
You know, if you want that side of it,
Oh yeah.
it happens.
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, and John Tolbert told us that. The first guest we ever had on our podcast, we did it over at his podcast room. And he said, if you want it, you're going to have to give up something for it, you
yeah.
know? And so this year we really devoted a little bit more time to the videography, got some good cameras, stuff like that. And opening day of Antelope, like figured we're sitting in a blind, it's going to be easy, right? Well, it's not as easy as you think still.
Oh, no.
Right?
No.
Two
but the
dudes
same
stacked in a
aspect.
ground blind with a
Exactly.
camera. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Two bows,
to be
the whole
fair,
nine.
to be fair, it was pretty easy. It,
It
just
was-
didn't work out the way that.
That happens, man.
It
Sometimes,
should.
I don't know
But-
how many times in a hunt I'd be like, that didn't turn out the way I wanted.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
Just can it, restart next
Right,
hunt.
right. But at the same time, like I told my buddy, he had been hunting for a lot of years. He had had some success, but hadn't had what he had hoped for, right?
yeah.
And I told him, when he walked in, he was like, I don't care. I want to shoot something to bring meat home and put in the freezer.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, the only thing I have to tell you is if there's a buck coming in, you're shooting the buck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what it is. You're shooting the buck, right? And so he literally, we got there, we set up in the blind, we got everything going. I think he was only in the blind an hour and a half before we got this great video that we've been holding off on telling everybody on the podcast. But anyway, got the whole entire thing, the interview, everything, all on film.
Heck
We're
yeah.
gonna launch a sweet video with our antelope. And so yeah, it worked out perfectly.
Nice.
But I gave up that day one kill. And he
Yeah.
was like, are you sure? Like, you put in all the time, you know, you put the blind up, this is your blind, this is your hole, you found all this. And I'm like, no. And Zach and I had talked about, we need to get one good video. And it just so happened that it was opening day and it worked out perfectly. So I gave up my shot.
Hey.
But at the same time,
Gotta get
I still
everybody
got
on
my
it.
doe later on in the season,
Yep.
and everything worked out great.
Got
That's
it
what I
done.
should have brought with some of my antelope jerky I made last night.
It was
Dude,
pretty good.
yeah.
I tried it today. It was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer of that antelope now. Ever since
Oh, dude, it was
Oh, man.
delicious.
I'd never had it because the antelope tags back in Oregon, you know, they're all
Oh, yeah.
everything's preference points,
Mhm.
right? And if you want to get out and hunt, you're gonna have to just put in the years of waiting. My old man actually drew a tag last year for, I believe it was Mount Emily antelope, but it's like an 18-year tag.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's out of hand, and you know, there's obviously pros and cons to both, and having the same odds as drawing a 54 bull tag as Michael, as you, you know, it's that's kind of nice.
Is it a rifle tag though?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like every year, you could put in for an archery tag here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly. But you know, for the old man, that was his jam. I know he's been talking about antelope since I was a kid, and finally drew it last year and killed a
Right.
stud buck. But
That's awesome.
yeah, ended up having to pack it out by himself, all this other stuff, and yeah, I felt terrible. I really wanted to go with him on that hunt just because it meant so much to him, you know, and you know, work gets in the way, and that's also 11 hours away. But
Right. Yeah.
it is what it is. But after seeing him shoot that, and then Michael getting his first antelope last
was
year, actually trying it for the first
Heck
time, man,
yeah.
oh my god,
That was delicious.
that antelope was so damn good. Holy
Honestly.
cow.
Oh yeah.
it's the most controversial though on meat. Like you
Oh, yeah.
hear people that say it's great, and the other half say it's terrible.
No, I've never heard an in between. That's always one or
Yeah,
the other.
It's one
They
or the
either
other.
love it or they hate it, and
Yep.
that's basically what it is.
Let's say Mike's, because you brought it pretty much whole, just gutted.
yeah.
We hung it in the front yard, skinned it, cleaned it out really good, hosed it all out, got it cooled,
Yep.
and then processed it. And I mean,
Cheese
everybody
and
that claims you
fat.
got to get the hide off immediately, you got to get the meat on ice, you got to do this, that, and the other. I mean, I haven't tried it any other way other than
Yep.
Right.
bringing it with the hide on it, and no complaints here, you know. So
Well, honestly, when you get the gut cavity cleaned out, it's going to start dropping
immediately.
immediately because all of the heat, conductive, everything in
Is
it
out.
is out. Now you have a big cavity, so even then, when you're in the bed of the truck, it's getting air up.
It was in the bed
it's
of the truck
gonna start
overnight. Yep.
cooling. And so, like, if you shoot a buck, because it was getting really late when we shot my doe, and we just loaded her because it was getting really, really dark really quick.
Yeah.
We loaded her guts and all. I knew I was 45 minutes from the house. I was like, screw it, I'll just deal with it out there.
Yeah.
At the house. Got her down, got her to the house, everything was totally fine.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know. And we talked to John Tolbert, he's on our podcast, you know, and he said even some of his, like, the question I had was antelope that are up running. Adrenaline ruins the
yep.
meat. And he was like, dude, I shot one year with my bow, went out and sparred with another buck, then went and laid down. He wound, I don't remember the full story, but he bulldogged one year and got it killed. And he was like, it might not have been the best antelope, but it was still great.
Yeah.
You know? And so it's just one of those things. It's like one of those old wise tales. Sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties.
Android problems.
Yeah, something happened.
You missed
So-
out on Michael just ripping on the duck call.
Oh yeah.
We'll get a
I don't know how much
section there.
ripping, but you know, it was something.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
We had ducks coming in the garage.
Cupped up, doing it nasty.
Ready to rock and roll.
Even Brett
Getting
was
stupid.
Brett was cupping. Yeah, it
Oh,
was
holding
crazy.
pumpkins, holding pumpkins.
That's right. Heck yeah.
So anywhere, where were you at with that bull?
Like I said, he was. We let him sit, and we went in the next day. We hadn't heard any bugles all morning. Went in that evening, got back up where he was, and I didn't realize how. Well, that was a stupid way of putting that. I was expecting him to come out of the same canyon off the same exact bench that he was on the night before. So I went over, sat on a rock, got all knocked up, ready to go, found my shooting lanes. Tommy and Michael stayed back to my right a little ways, and
I'm just recording Tommy raking.
yeah,
He's
there's a
just
huge
raking.
dead log, and Tommy's just putting in some work on that thing. Dude was lumberjacking that log. And Michael's videoing right down the end of it. Super cool angle,
like,
which
yeah.
I definitely need to see that footage after
Oh, yeah.
that. But they're right on the crown of the hill. I'm down probably 30 yards, just expecting him to come up out of the same bench, like I said. And, I'm all ready, and I look over Mike's video, and I'm like, oh, I'm thinking, man, that's going to be a sweet, sweet video, like nice B-roll stuff, him beating on that tree. And
I hear a twig break, and I look at Corey, and I go, I thought I heard something behind us, and dude, shit, look over my shoulder, and the bull's right fucking there. Look, just
15 yards behind him, came in quiet. And
I was just like, bull, and then Tommy's like, run. I'm like,
just dig
where?
off. Yeah.
What do I do? I was just,
Oh, yeah.
Fucking run, like
Dude,
Forrest Gump.
yeah.
Just fucking run.
That's all you can
I just
do
locked
at that
up. I'm
point.
like,
If anything you learn though when hunting is they never go to the spot you think they're going to.
no.
Which is really unfortunate, man, because like I said,
He was right there.
15 yards
right
from
there.
from
Yeah.
Michael, it's like
He was a big
golly.
boy too.
But
I just saw the horns.
The crazy thing is you'll watch them for days, right? Do the same route. The one day you decide to go hunt there, they go round.
Elk
yeah.
things.
You know,
Elk
we noticed
things.
that with our antelope hunt. Like,
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
you know, they come in one way and then you go sit in that blind. It's like they know you're there,
Yeah.
and they
do,
decide
too.
let's take the long route around.
Yep.
Yeah, and then so I mean,
That was the end of that.
obviously the gig was up after that. He sees three dumbasses standing on top of a ridge. He's probably not going to hang out too long. But next day, I mean, if you want to continue on where you left off on your story
On the next
about
day.
the UTV.
Oh,
Is
the
there?
UTV going up the out on the non-motorized area.
Yeah,
Or,
exactly.
I don't know where to go off from there.
Sounds like that. I'll say it sounds like that happens a lot.
Oh,
A
yeah,
lot more
no,
than
we
you
did.
think.
We did go back
You know?
down below the ditch, isn't it? Where you're talking about, and they were up top,
Yeah.
and Tommy let him out of there. With
Yeah.
with the.
So there's
Yes, I remember that now.
there's a really it's kind of a difficult area to get to just based on all the private land that surrounds the foothills of this area. And there's one kind of a basin road that takes you kind of just parallel to all the canyons, that you can kind of climb up into. But again, you're right on the fence line the whole way through. And there's another divider line where you go through kind of a BLM gate, closed gate. And I look down, and it's the same tire tracks that Tommy has. So I didn't think too much of it. Open the gate. Tommy drives through. As I'm closing it, I realize there's some side-by-side tracks on the other side of the gate. And of course, they're kind of headed the general direction that we were going. And it is what it is. It's public land, right?
Yep.
Everyone has their
And
own.
yep. And the main skid road that we kind of took up this canyon went right on the ridge back, and it's kind of shaped like a W. And the ridge that elk was on was right in the middle. And this guy had drove his UTV all the way up the main ridge, and he was up top. We didn't even know he was there. We skirted around, went to the bottom, thinking that maybe that elk would push his cows down the bottom of that valley, close to dark, try to get out to the ag ground. And so we just hunkered down and started bugling. Well, Tommy was bugling, and immediately get a response on the ridge top. And then we can hear the cow calling through the bugle tube. Sounds, it wasn't bad. It was just kind of goofy, right? We're not elk.
Doesn't have that growl. To
Right.
it.
We're not all horned up, dude.
Right, right.
Yeah.
But if you had Slayer calls, you would be.
Probably would have been better, which we found a bugle too. It was a ribbon
Yeah.
I don't know, Rivian.
Rivian, $110.
Found a bugle tube,
Bugle
yeah,
tube.
laying on the side of the road. But anyways,
Did you pick it up?
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, you don't let those
Free
things
bugle
just-
tube.
No,
man.
dude.
$110.
They are
Still sitting in
expensive.
my
Yeah.
car.
Yeah, you want a bugle tube?
Actually, yeah.
Dude,
There you go. You
hey,
gotta blow
it's
it
in my
though before
car.
we give it
If
to
you
you.
want it, you can have it.
Hey, I have a mouth call in the truck.
Shit,
We can-
yeah. There we go.
I'm not very good, but
But so we're set up, and I immediately like kind of looked down at Tommy, and Tommy's like, "It's a guy," you know.
Yeah.
And so Tommy comes motoring up to us. He's like, "You know what? That dude probably rode a side by side all the way to the top of the ridge, hopped out, and just started calling. So I'm just gonna call him out of the canyon." I'm like, "I don't know what that means, but cool." Well, yeah. He's
Heck
like,
yeah.
he's done this before.
he goes,
so-
"At dark, just hike out the bottom of this drainage. I'll be there in the truck." I'm like, okay. So Tommy just takes off down the canyon. Doesn't even look back, dude. Gets down there, I don't know, 100 yards. I hear him rip a bugle. Immediate response. And the dude's on the move. Like, you
Yeah.
can hear him on the ridge top ripping. And Tommy starts boogieing down farther down the hill. Bugles back farther down the canyon. And eventually it just kind of
Gone.
dissipated.
nothing.
Yeah, he bugled him all the way out the bottom of the canyon.
That's
Like,
awesome.
Oh,
It
it
was
was
hilarious.
hilarious.
When
dude.
you know what you're doing, though,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, honestly, you can do that kind
yeah,
of thing.
I mean,
and you should really.
yeah. And just to kind of touch on that motorized stuff, like there is workarounds on it, but talk to your local officer and just get dialed in on it. Establish a relationship with the officer. We talked to him. It was Officer Stewart up there. He had a brand new KTM in the back. He was riding all the single track. He's got like 40 game cams up. He's watching
Awesome.
avidly. Like he's out there doing it.
We need that all the time
Without a doubt.
because
Honestly.
of these people that are running off road or
Without a doubt.
going in using motorized to the. It's absolutely
Yeah,
disgusting.
right.
Anyone driving UTVs or Jeep Liberty?
Even electric bikes.
Liberties, yeah.
Even
Get deep into
electric
that country. Cheap Liberties. But yeah, he was super cool, super informational. He just stopped us. We were actually going in for an evening hunt. I think it was the first night he got there. We were going on for an evening hunt, and me and Tommy were on our bikes, and he stopped us in the middle of the road and just let us know, like, hey, if you were to get a ticket right now for riding on this single track, and you're gonna come out the same night with a bow on your back, he goes, and you try to take Onyx Maps to court and say, this is what prompted me to do it. It says it's ATV or dirt bike or whatever accessible. They're gonna laugh at you.
Yeah.
So there's actually another app that the officer suggested. It's called Avenza, and it holds all the actual government lands
Forest
maps.
Service, state
Correct.
parks.
Similar-
I've
similar-
used Venza.
Similar
Yeah.
to Viagra or
Somewhere like that. Either way, I'm getting stiff. So, but yeah, so we've downloaded the app. The unfortunate thing is, if you're already paying for Onyx, you're gonna end up paying for Avenza
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Which it is what it is. There's a free trial on there. Jump on there, get Avenza, run the free trial. If you have any questions on there, it's super descriptive. Shows you all the seasonal shutdowns as well as your hunting shutdowns, what you can and can't do. But the workaround that Officer Stewart was talking to us about is carry your camp on your back.
Yeah.
Ride in. As long as you're transporting your camp, you cannot hunt while you're transporting camp.
Yeah.
it's a motorized rule. yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, ride in, set your camp up, hike from camp.
Unfortunately, no one does that the
No,
way
No,
they
oh
should,
no, no.
You know,
I actually saw a guy on 208 Hunters defending the motorized aspect of hunting. He's like, well, you know, when you're 65, 70 years old, you know, like how else do you do it?
There's stipulations and doctors that can
you
write you,
you
those
can
things.
get a yeah.
Exactly.
I know because my dad can get something like that where you get a pass basically,
Right.
right? But if you go through the steps and do all that shit, then yeah, it makes
You
sense.
deserve to use it.
But
Yeah,
Ultimately,
definitely.
what you need to do is do it legally.
Yeah,
100% of the time. Do it legally. Do it ethically. Get your stuff done correctly.
Exactly.
Don't just go blow up everybody else's hunting spot. Also doing that, they're going to start shutting down roads.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to shut down places where you cannot get to. It's going to eliminate a ton of good ground
Oh, yeah.
that the average hunter that's doing it right likes to do and likes to do it correctly. And it's going to screw it all up for everybody.
Yeah, and I'm not saying dude went up there and actually blew that bull out or
Oh, no.
whatever.
Sure.
You know, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. I'm not also saying that he didn't ride all the way to the ridge cap and
Blow
step
that
out
bull.
and start blowing a bugle. You know, so I mean, it is what it is. But when you go in, I mean, that spot was what 2.5 miles.
Yeah.
In there.
That's not that far.
No, it's not that far.
And it wasn't much of an incline at all.
It was pretty easy hiking, but at the same time, it's like we're putting forth the effort to go pursue this bull.
Yeah.
Just to
Get blown out by somebody that is not doing it correctly.
exactly, you know, and there's something kind of primal and memorable about doing it on foot.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to
Yeah.
hear a story about a guy. Yeah, I shot this bull with my 6.5 Creedmoor and fucking packed it to my side by side. Threw it in.
You had to go there.
You got a
right?
Creedmoor, don't you?
No, I don't. Definitely not. And if you've watched the podcast, you know I don't.
Okay,
Right?
good enough. Good enough. But
308.
if they've had it for well over 100 years, it must be a pretty decent round, right?
Sure.
Good enough. I still build 308s. But either way, I don't want to hear a story about some dude who shot an elk, gutted it. But I don't want to hear that story. I want to hear the guy that's
Blood, sweat, and tears.
throwing it on the
Exactly.
pack, hiking it out of the deadfall.
Yep.
You know, that's what does Stephen Ronaldo call that? Isn't it type B fun? Or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that?
exactly,
Right? Exactly. It
exactly.
sucks in the moment, but then here in 10 years, we're going to look back on that and be like,
Embrace
dude, that
the
was
suck.
kick ass.
Embrace
Yeah,
the suck.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially when you can't do it, right?
Yeah.
You get to that point where you can't do it anymore. You're like,
You
but
look
I
back
did
on
it.
that.
I did
Well,
it back
it's
then.
it's your grandkids. You get to
Right.
tell your grandkids these stories, and then you get to see them go and do it. It's
Right.
just
Live
the
up to
whole
that.
aspect. It's the whole realm of things, right? It's like no matter what, it's all about the experience.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, it's all about the experience. And if you're not experiencing it to the fullest of God's nature, then I don't think you're actually experiencing it. And I've had some easy hunts,
Yeah. Oh, dude, we all have.
but
Oh, yeah.
the funnest ones I've ever been on are the ones that suck
Oh, yeah.
in the moment.
Frying pan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The frying
Yeah.
pan hunts. The frying pan hunts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's, and we'll be telling those stories as we're riding around in our side-by-sides with our disabled permits.
Right.
Hips hurting.
Right.
back
Oh,
hurting.
yeah. Yeah.
So did
But
Tommy wind up bugling this guy all the way out of the
all the
canyon?
way out of the canyon, and he
Oh, yeah.
talked to him.
and talked.
And talk
Yeah.
to him.
And,
Yeah, there was definitely
That's
a big
epic.
bull, but he went that
Yeah,
way.
he's
Yep,
in the
yep.
freaking alfalfa field at this point. I
Right.
can't see him, but oh yeah.
So did he just, as soon as he talked to him, come back to you guys, and you guys
Nope.
went right back to hunting, or?
nope.
We just hunted and nothing else. We
Yeah, we
It was
just
dead
sat there.
silence.
It was freezing too.
it
We got
dropped
down
quick.
We got down on the bottom of that, that drainage, and dude, it dropped like 35 degrees
Quick.
Oh,
in
man.
And
no
quick.
time.
Went
And,
from putting our sweatshirts on, putting them right back on, going, all right,
Right.
yeah,
where's
right.
Tommy?
But yeah, like I said, it got quiet, and I was a hurting unit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I
We were-
backed out, honestly. I tapped out after that night.
Friday
You
rolled
guys,
around.
you guys went out that morning.
Yep, Friday
tapped
rolled
out.
around. I woke up Michael. I was like, "Hey man, you going?" He's like, "Dude, my feet are killing."
I can't. I have a bruised toe. I've got blisters. I can't, man.
You fell off your bunk bed.
They fell off the bike.
Exactly.
Is what happened.
I fell off the bike 4 times actually. That was my first time riding single track, and
Oh yeah.
They're tough.
dude,
Way tough.
Way tough. I rode Harley for quite a bit. I give dirt bike
No.
people props.
Oh, sure.
100%.
The problem
props.
is when you fall, you're still on the
Grab the throttle.
That too. Well, and there was a creek on one side and a wall on the other. I just lay into the wall.
Yeah.
And I just, yeah. Honestly, it was so much mental, and
Well, it doesn't help that you
that was my first time ever.
had a severely overpacked pack. too.
That too. I had
Like
my
we should
camcorder.
have gone
and-
through your pack and eliminated probably 30
everything,
pounds of it.
everything,
Yeah. But
everything. It was
I
bad.
honestly didn't know tampons weighed that much.
Dude, when they're wet.
They weigh a lot, man. A lot.
Whoa,
Especially as a cam guy, they weigh a lot.
You were saving the used ones?
Dude, I had to save them, man. Had to save them for a bad time.
And we
Well-
found it. But
We should make this a part 2 because we already know that Brett's phone is having issues.
Yeah, but I think part 2 will be the unit that a couple of us got.
Well, we'll get to that.
We'll work
but
on some of that.
We know we're on limited time right now. Okay, we have like 2 minutes left before this phone crashes again.
It'll be okay.
If you guys have any last comments, let's just wrap her up and let's
I want to
go
hear
in.
about this bull still.
Well, let's get to part 2, and he can talk all about it. If it gets,
we can do that.
If he
little,
does,
little cliffhanger at the
I'll
end.
be in my
Yeah.
cats by that time.
if he does it right now, then he'll never come back. Fuck, these guys are.
Oh,
Oh,
bullshit.
dude.
These guys are fucking weird, and
Shit,
we
you
don't
just-
want
we
to
can
do
talk
this again.
all
You're
day,
5 minutes down the
honestly.
road, dude. I could have rode my Huffy here. Like, whoa.
Fucked
Yeah.
up camera.
We're
equipment.
fucking weird, okay?
Like I said, if you guys have time, dude, I can just pull the video off of that onto my phone and drop it right to you.
Okay, well,
I don't have an
we're,
iPhone.
we're definitely gonna put a clip. If you grant it, we'll put it on here. You have to grant that wish
A clip?
of your bull.
Oh, I meant video in this.
Oh, well, it'd be better.
I don't have the video of the bowl. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Well,
you
even
would.
pictures we can just drop in the podcast would be.
That was the day he bitched
That was the
out.
dare I bitched out.
What?
I missed
Dude.
it. He,
Dude.
I get the text.
You
to
fall off
come get
the
UTV.
bunk bed and you don't get the clip.
I don't, man. And he tried, and it went. The camera, the DJI went that way on
I
him.
tried
He tried.
so
he tried
hard.
tapping on the screen, and I hear the, boom, and I hear it doing the noise.
The one thing that we've learned though is people want the kill shot, right?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely,
But
yeah.
at the same point in time, you don't always get the kill shot.
don't, man.
But
You
you
don't.
get the gap in between, and as long as you keep people entertained
Oh, yeah.
the whole time before,
You're going to be fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, sadly, I did not get the kill shot, but honestly, hearing about it, dude, when I got up there, his face and everything just. Tommy laying there, passed out almost under with his hat tucked down. I'm like, oh man, this was a good morning for him.
Dude, we were hanging out.
I have
I was like, that was
I have
I
to
had to
know,
run
though.
the UTV up to him, and
how
Yeah.
did the bunk bear fare?
oh
Or the
dude,
bunk bed, sorry.
dude,
Not bad, dude.
not bad.
See, he's good.
I'm good.
We're golden.
Just
Yeah.
gotta get some surgery done, you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you switch to the left, it's like someone else is doing it. So.
Right.
Make
Sit
it
on
fall,
for a
make
bit.
it fall asleep, you know.
Yeah,
We're golden.
exactly. Exactly.
But anyways, since Brett won't end this, we need to end it because his phone's gonna die. We appreciate you guys. Thank you
No,
so
thank
much
you
for
for
coming
having us,
on
man.
here. We're gonna have a part 2. We'll add some more, maybe clips of your.
yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, dude.
You know, it depends on them, right? They're still filling us out. They're like, these guys kind of suck, but you know, they provide beer though. That's about the
Hey.
only thing.
Which latte? That's
But
right.
thank you guys. If you guys want to close it out,
2T Outdoors.
Yep.
Corey Week, Michael Rager.
Rager, whichever
Rager,
man.
Rager.
Dude, I'll go either way.
honestly, I
Either
thought it was
way,
Ranger this whole time.
I'll
So.
go
I like
with
it better that
Everyone
way,
says
right?
that.
It kinda
I just
sounds
hey,
badass.
Rager,
Really.
Mr. Rager, like Kid Cudi, man.
Yeah.
We roll with it.
We roll with it.
Close us out, Corey. You got the Slayer shirt
You're bringing
on.
me back
Got some
to-
shout
You're
outs.
bringing me back to high
2T
school. with the
Slayer,
Kid Cudi.
however.
Man,
No doubt, right?
No doubt, man. Middle school for me.
Again,
kill a whale, man. That shit slapped.
Hey, I'm all up,
Pickup.
man.
in the pickup. I love it.
Dude.
Oh, no
Oh, yeah.
joke.
But,
Check us out, 2T Outdoors. We're kind of pushing into YouTube. We're on Instagram, Facebook, working on a website right now. And then again, just thanks Slayer Calls. You guys were just always been super generous,
Honestly,
and we can't thank you enough. So, Tommy Sessions,
Oh, yeah.
find him on Instagram. Damn good guy, man. So,
hell yeah.
anyways,
Heck yeah.
yeah, thanks guys, appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
Part
Part
2
to
coming
part
soon.
2.
Part 2.
I gotta do the guns because.